Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina and I am a fashion reseller on the Poshmark app. You can find me on Instagram at little.black.hanger. You can also find me on Poshmark at littleblackhanger without the vowels. If you follow me on Instagram or you've just been following me along in my journey, you know that I took a break from YouTube last week. I just wasn't feeling my best self. So I thought it would be best just to take a break and refocus my mind and get back in the swing of things this week. So today's video has been requested by several of you. Today we're going to be talking about sales strategies on Poshmark. These strategies are what work for me, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to work for you. They're not magic beans for sales, and some of these are things that you can implement now to start building your brand so that later on it will generate more sales. These are small things that you can implement in your closet to start building a brand and a customer base and things like that. Some of them are going to be things that you could see immediate results with, and some are going to take time. So just keep that in mind. And everybody has different sales strategies. Everybody has different ways of running their business, and that is okay. We are all individuals. All of our businesses are different. We all have different circumstances. But like I said, what works for me may not necessarily work for you, but you guys requested this, so I am going to share what I do with you. Yeah, I feel awkward. I feel like I'm making my first video. I haven't made a video in a week, so I feel awkward. So my first strategy is to send offers to likers every day. Now I know that some people send offers to likers once a week. They don't send offers to likers. So what I do is someone will like an item and then I will shortly thereafter send them an offer with discounted shipping. Usually I only do discounted shipping unless it's over $50. Then I will send them an offer for free shipping. And like I said, that's really helped me make sales consistently every day. I know people do this differently. Some people wait until a specific day of the week to send out offers on all of their items and they just do it in bulk. But me personally, I find that it generates daily sales by sending out offers every day. Something that also ties into that is a strategy that I have adopted from Empty Hanger. If you don't follow her, definitely go check her out. She's an amazing resource and she just has an abundance of knowledge, and she's a very awesome and positive person. I will leave her Instagram and her YouTube channel linked down in the description if you want to go give her a follow. But she has talked about a strategy that she uses where when someone likes an item, she immediately shares that item that they like. Basically the share as you go method. This helps for two reasons. It puts that item at the top of your closet so that they don't have to go back down through your closet. Like say they refresh their page on accident, they can just go in your closet and it's right there at the top. Also, it helps to keep your closet fresh. So I know a lot of us get in the habit, we've shared our closet and then things end up at the bottom and they kind of die there and then they're not seen at the top of your closet. So this helps with that. So as soon as somebody likes an item, I go ahead and share it. So that helps me get that item back to the top of my closet so that others can see it. And I have noticed that it does make a difference. To get that item more exposure. Another thing that I do when it comes to people liking my items, if I see that they've liked 2 or more items in my closet, I go ahead and create a bundle for them. So I do have my bundle discount turned on in my closet where if you bundle 3 or more items, you will automatically get 30% off. But I do like to offer discounts at different levels as well. So say someone liked 2 items, I will go ahead and put that in a bundle for them and send them an offer for 20% off. And usually I do discounted shipping. And like I said, if it's over $50, I will send them free shipping. One thing that I use a lot, and it's funny because I went to a Posh and Sip on Sunday, I noticed that I run my business a lot differently than a lot of people, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But one thing that I noticed that made me stand out from everyone there was the fact that I engage with my customers. So one of my main focuses is to create repeat buyers. I would say that about 75% of my sales come from repeat customers. And the way that I do that is by engaging with my customers in any way that I can. So if somebody has a question, I always answer any questions that they have. I know sometimes it can get a little bit, I don't want to say annoying, but it can get a little bit overwhelming when someone's asking a bunch of questions. But really, they're just trying to become an informed buyer. They really want to make sure that what they're buying is what they are wanting to commit to, if that makes sense. They want to make sure it's going to fit them. They want to make sure, you know, that what they're going to get is quality. Basically, they're just trying to see if they can trust you. One of the major things that I do is if somebody buys something, then I go on the listing and I tag them in a comment under the listing that they purchased, or if it's in a bundle, I comment on their bundle, and I just simply tell them, thank you so much for your purchase, and then let them know when I'll be shipping it. Usually I ship next day, so I'll just say, you know, I'll be shipping this out to you tomorrow. So that way the customer is informed, and I've noticed that people really, really appreciate that. And also, I think it makes you stand out. I have purchased so many things on Poshmark. I am definitely a buyer just as much as I am a seller, and I have never in all of my purchasing history had anyone thank me that way. I know, like, we all send like thank you cards, or we write like thank you on the package or something like that. We thank them that way, and I think it's something that's kind of overlooked, to thank them before you ship out and to inform them when you're going to be shipping it, because I know sometimes, like, I'll buy something and it takes like 2 or 3 days, and then you start to get worried, like, oh, are they going to ship it, you know? So it really helps, like, with the communication aspect, and it really helps that buyer to trust you, and it just gives them an overall great experience. So going that extra mile for your customer really helps to create repeat buyers. So that's what I mean with some of these strategies. You can implement them now, and then you're going to start to see the ripple effect down the road. So it's not going to be like immediate, but it's just that one little extra step that you can do, and it takes 2 seconds to leave a comment to your buyer, but it makes such a huge difference in the long run. My next tip is to use social media to your advantage. I've talked about this before. Social media is a free marketing tool. It's free to everyone, so use it to the fullest extent. A lot of people have created brands using Instagram. I know one person that I follow and love is Hannah Deals. I'll leave her Instagram link down below so you can go check it out and see how she kind of like does things. But she has created a brand. So basically what she does is she releases collections. So instead of her listing every day, she'll show like little sneak peeks of her new collection on Instagram. It gets people excited for the new collection, and then she puts it all on Poshmark at once, and usually she sells out. So that has really worked for her, and I really believe in that, in branding yourself and creating some kind of excitement around what you're doing. I think that really helps to generate sales. Let's say you're going to be having a sale in a couple days. Put it on social media first. Advertise your closet. You don't have to do it to a point where it's like annoying and that's all you do is advertise, but really like put yourself out there, become like personal. I believe in like mixing both, like not just business, but also personal, so that your buyers get to know you, they feel comfortable with you, they feel like they're buying from a friend. So definitely use social media to your advantage. Get creative with it, create a brand, create something that gets people excited about what you are doing as a unique individual. So one thing I do with when it comes to sharing is I strategically share. And what I mean by this is work smarter, not harder. So what I do is I only share during party time. The only time I don't share during party times is when I first wake up. So when I first wake up, I've just gotten in the habit of automatically sharing my entire closet once, right when I wake up. That starts my day off. And then throughout the day, whenever it's party times, because like I've said before, those are the times of the day that Poshmark has determined there are the most people on the app. I definitely focus my sharing a lot at night. So I will share a few times during the day in those day parties, but I really focus on sharing a lot during the night parties and during the nighttime hours, because I have noticed that I make most of my sales at night. All right, so the last strategy I want to talk about is something that I have started implementing more recently. And I think I've talked about this in a previous video about my new inventory system, where I am putting everything from one trip in one bin. So I'm categorizing it by the date that I got it instead of just putting it in random inventory numbers. And that's a personal decision. You don't have to do this. It's just a strategy that I have decided to implement into my own inventory system. I know Voyage is a Verb started doing this in their closet, and it definitely is something that I want to do. So with that being said, create a business strategy for yourself that works best for you and makes sense for you. So what I've been doing is categorizing my inventory by date so that I can cycle through like a retail store. Retail stores, they get new inventory in, it sits for a while, and then they start to clearance it out based on when they got it. So that's what I've been doing in my own closet. This really helps me to know how long I've had an item and if the items are now stale and I just need to clearance them out. And then I also keep in mind those things that I needed to clearance out. I keep that in mind for when I'm purchasing in the future. So like I said, I know this strategy is probably not for everyone, but it is just something that I have personally decided to do. Now, with that being said, I do still relist items. So if it's something that I know is very trendy, there's no reason it should be sitting. It wasn't necessarily a bad buy. Maybe I just listed it at a bad time. It didn't really get enough attention. I will relist the item and I will take a look at what I can do better. If I can put more keywords in my description, if I can make a better title, if maybe the pictures are just not great, I will go ahead and relist an item. I do believe in relisting because, like I said, sometimes the item was just listed at a bad time. It just, for some reason, didn't get enough traction, didn't get enough attention on the item. It's not necessarily, like I said, a bad buy. It's just, you know, circumstantial. And I have noticed that a lot of times when I relist, the item will get more attention and it will sell pretty quickly. So that is still a strategy that I use, even with this new inventory system of going through a more retail-like process. I do still relist. Alrighty, so that is all the strategies that I have for you today. If you have some sales strategies that I didn't mention in this video, please leave them down below. I would love to hear them. I'm always looking for new ways to get more creative in my closet and new ways to make sales. I know we all are. Who doesn't want to make some money, you know? So let's help each other out in the comments. Start that discussion down there and let me know what sales strategies that you use. As you guys know, I like to end every video with an inspirational quote that comes from one of you guys. All you have to do to participate in this is leave an inspirational quote down in the comments below and leave your Poshmark closet name as well so that I can shout you out in the video that you are featured in. Today's inspirational quote comes from Estefania Luna. I hope I said that right. I feel like I butchered it. She says, "I love all your videos. Thank you for doing this. Very informative." You're welcome. Her quote is, "Do more of what makes you happy." And I think that is so great and definitely ties into this video. I always tell you guys, at the end of the day, it's your business. Run it how you see fit. Do what works for you. No one can tell you what works for you. They can only tell you what works for them. It does help to gain inspiration from others. But when the rubber meets the road, it's up to you what you want to do with your business and how you want to generate those sales. Her Poshmark closet name is Classy SL. I will leave that on the screen and I will also leave it in the description down below. So be sure and go give her a follow, go share her closet and show her some Posh love for that awesome quote. If you like this video, please be sure and give it a thumbs up on your way out. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our little family here. We would love to have you. I put new videos out every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.